Hello everyone, the Premier League season is back and I'm so excited. Premier League season is back today and Arsenal will be playing against Coventry. Coventry, the champions of the championship, up against the champions of England, Arsenal. Tonight by 8 p.m. That is our first feature for the Premier League season. We'll come back to the Premier League. So I'll be running down my prediction for the Premier League season. My prediction. And then I will start with number 20. I think my number 20 position will be going to Hull City. Yes, I think Hull City will be going back to the championship because I'm not sure they have what it takes to retain their position in the Premier League. The last time they came was 2016-2017 and then they went back immediately. So I believe they will also go back to championship. Then 19th position, I'm giving it to Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town will go back to championship. I think very soon that they will go back to championship. For my 18th, unfortunately, I will give it to Nottingham Forest. Yes, Nottingham Forest has lost so many players and I believe that they are going to struggle this season. They escaped last season and they are going to struggle this season. So I'm giving them the 18th position for next season. Then the 17th, I'll give it to Brentford. Brentford to end 17th this season. That is my prediction. For 16, surprisingly, I'll give it to Coventry. Frank Lampard has done excellently a good job with Coventry. The last time Coventry lost a match was around March, and they played unbeaten for a long time in their league. I believe that they will be able, though they will not compete, but they will be able to stay afloat in this Premier League. They may not be able to, they will escape relegation and then they will end 16. I think so. Therefore, my 15, I'll give it to Bournemouth, AFC Bournemouth. AFC Bournemouth has also lost some players, but they have some players intact that did not leave. The likes of Junior Kupi, the likes of Alex Scott, those players are still there. And I mean, they were linked to so many clubs, but luckily for them, those players are still there. So they are going to end 15. Then for my 14, I'll give it to Fulham to end 14. Abiola is there, the former Real Madrid manager. Is now coaching Fulham. And they have a good striker too, Gonzalo Garcia from Real Madrid. So they are going to perform well. The likes of Kevin Passy, Alex Iwobi, and all the rest. Fulham to end 14. Then the 13th, I'll give it to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace to end 13th position. Yes, I'll give it to Crystal Palace to end 13th position. Why? For 12, I'll give it to Newcastle. For 12, I'll give it to Newcastle United. Newcastle United to end 12th position. They've also lost some players, and Lewis Hall is likely to leave. They've lost Sandro Tonali, they've lost Rodrigo Mahrez. Their midfield is like overhaul. I think it's only Joelinton that is there, and I think they have some great addition also. And also like they are picking from Otamendi and all the rest. So, and they have a new coach too. Eddie Howe has gone. They have a new coach from Saudi Arabia. But I think they will end 12th position. Then for my 11, I'll give it to Brighton. I'll give it to Brighton, 11th position. Why 10th position? I'll give it to Everton. Yes, Everton to end 10th position this season. They may not make it to Europe next season. Then to end 10th position this season. 9, I'll give it to Sunderland. Sunderland to end 9th position this season. 8, I'll give it to Leeds United. Leeds United are very massively informed. So I believe they will end 8th position this season. I believe they will end 8th position. 7, I'll give it to Aston Villa. Aston Villa to end 7th position. Yes, Aston Villa will end 7th position. Why 6th? I'll give it to Liverpool. Yeah, surprisingly, Liverpool has a new manager. They are still trying to. I mean, you don't expect Liverpool to compete this season. Yes, everybody knows that one. Although in a situation where most people are writing them off, they just surprise people. So you don't expect Liverpool to challenge for the league. So I'm giving them 6th position this season. Why? For 5th, I'll give it to Tottenham. Tottenham has had some good addition, but they will still be Tottenham and they will likely end 5th. I'm giving them 5th position to end in the Premier League 2026-2027 season. For 4th, I'll give it to Manchester City. Yes, Manchester City. Like someone said, the shoe that Pep Guardiola left at Man City, it will be very difficult for Enzo Maresca to fit into that shoe. So he's going to struggle a bit. But Manchester City will still make it to Champions League. If Erling Haaland is Erling Haaland, Manchester City will end 4th position. For 3rd, I'll give it to Arsenal. Yes, I'll give 3rd position to Arsenal. Arsenal to end 3rd position in the Premier League this season. Why? For 2nd, I'll give it to Chelsea. Chelsea will end 2nd this season. Yes, this is my prediction, and I don't even need to mention the 1st position. You already know who is going to win. Yes, Carrick football is coming, and Manchester United will end 1st position. This is my prediction. Premier League is back. I'll drop a video in the evening for the Arsenal game up against Coventry City at the Emirates Stadium. Thank you.